preserving our culture and tradition is the core goal of the special program in the arts curriculum.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todela National Comprehensive High School Special Program in the Arts, Dance Arts, represented Misamis Occidental during the Regional Festival of Talents, Sayaw ng Kabataan, and performed during the National Festival of Talents opening program.
Let's give a big round of applause to Todela National Comprehensive High School Dance Arts for their opening salvo. Ayan, ang taas ng energy. Thank you so much. This summit is a collaboration of Misamis Occidental and Oroquieta City divisions where leaders are united for one purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, to give us the opening remarks, please welcome the Schools Division Superintendent of DepEd Oroquieta City, Dr. G. Veloso.
Thank you. Good morning. According to the father of evolution, Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change. Changes are happening every now and then, challenging our readiness, challenging what we believe are safe and sound. The question is, how responsive are we for the challenges of these unpredictable changes? The answer to this rhetorical question is where the intention of this first DRRM and Climate Change Empowerment Summit is anchored. So our honorary guests, Governor Attorney Henry Eswaminal, who is actually sponsoring the activity, shall we give him a big round of applause? To the Oroquieta City Mayor, Honorable Manuel Mayorek Acosta, who is also a co-sponsor of this activity. To our resource persons, we have Councilor Joel A. Fernandez, sir, Senator Thomas L. Cardente, who will be joining us in a little while, CTDRRM Officer Carlito Dicena, represented by Mr. Lord Vincent Jimenez, DepEd DRRM Director Attorney Christian Rivero, who will be joining us virtually today. DepEd Region 10 Arturo B. Bayocot, Director of DepEd Region 10 Arturo B. Bayocot, will be joining us tomorrow. And of course, our Cagayan de Oro City Superintendent Dr. Roy Gazo, who will also be joining us tomorrow. And of course, our Misamis Occidental Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rinaldo Emanuel Jr. Dear colleagues from the Division of Misamis Occidental and Oroquieta City, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The first DRRM and Climate Change Empowerment Summit is the 3-day activity that aims to raise awareness of the importance of DRRM and share effective climate change adaptation and mitigation or CCAM initiatives and practices. It also aims to provide participants with comprehensive, relevant, and the latest information regarding DRRM and CCAM in the context of education, like managing physical and environmental hazards in schools, crisis intervention, and building a culture of safety, reducing risks, and ensuring learning continuity. Thus, I warmly wish us all a meaningful and fruitful convergence, thereby helping us all become responsive to the unpredictable environmental changes as we put premium to the 4 pillars of education, such as the access, quality, equity, resiliency, and well-being, which are aligned with the Matatag agenda. With this, the Department of Education can do better in its share in promoting the mantra of the province. Misamis nun, magpuyong malinawon, malambuon, ug malipayon. Para sa Diyos, para sa bata, para sa bayan. Thank you and good morning once again.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. J. Veloso, the Schools Division Superintendent of Oroquieta City. A socio-cultural and farmers training center, Oroquieta is the ideal venue of this summit. And now, to welcome us all and advocate for DRRM, our relevant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rinaldo Emanuel Jr.
My warm morning greetings to each and everyone. To our working governor, the Honorable Attorney Henry S. Waminal, hindi atong pakpakan si Governor, kay daghan na kayo ng programa o support yatag sa DepEd Misamis Occidental na katubal ng kanigong April 3 na abot. Salamat kayo, Gov. And of course, the Honorable Mayor of the City of Oroquieta, Honorable Mayor Lemuel Merrick N. Acosta, to our school civil superintendent, Ms. Omos Jean Biloso, our ESDS, Eugene Macahis, ESDS Bob Naperi, to the chiefs of the two divisions, and also to Councilor Joel Fernandez, to Lord Vincent A. Jimenez of the City Drrm. Ladies and gentlemen, my beloved school heads, good morning to each and everyone. Today is historic because today, with the presence and guidance of our Honorable Governor, Attorney Henry S. Waminal, we are conducting the first ever Misamis Occidental DRRM Summit. In partnership with the two divisions, Division of Oroquieta City and Division of Misamis Occidental. With DepEd's matatag agenda that we are now implementing, we in DepEd, the two divisions, especially the Division of Misamis Occidental, we have come up with our 6 focus areas with the acronym ASENSO. Inyo makita sa atong screen. This is our 6 focus areas, the Division of Misamis Occidental. This activity is in line with our goal. In ASENSO letter E, enhance environmental protection, advocacy, and disaster risk reduction management. For the next 2 days, we will be listening to various speakers who have been in the forefront of the shoreline flooding that happened during the Christmas season in 2023, particularly in Oroquieta City and the rest of the municipalities in the province of Misamis Occidental. We will highlight how we as a community united to build back better with the leadership of our hardworking Governor Henry S. Waminal and our beloved Mayor Lemuel Merrick M. Acosta. The real-life stories that our speakers will share to us in the next 2 days will provide us with the necessary level of awareness and insights, knowing that disasters like history, if not learned or understood enough, will repeat itself with ferocious impact. On a personal note, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Mayor Lemuel Merrick M. Acosta for supporting my scholarship to the ASEAN Institute of Management for the degree of Executive Master in Disaster Risk and Crisis Management. Thank you, Mayor Lemuel. I can still vividly recall there was an online training entitled Ready to Rebuild, sponsored by the World Bank, where I, together with Tami Bualat and Connie Centino, represented Oroquieta City. And we were asked to identify a mega disaster that will realistically affect the city and propose a mega project worth 200 million. Brainstorming and looking from the past and current data, we identified at that time that the disaster will be a great flood emanating from upper Mialin River that will bring destruction to the city. And the mega project that we propose is a mega dike along the banks of Layawan River worth 200 million. And we propose this to the NIDA representative. You know, I still got when the shoreline happened, me and Tami Balat will open talk. Ako sa inantang, grabe naman ay tabo, matulakong wild idea that we presented during our training. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is a saying that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And I would like to especially mention the following leaders, school leaders of Oroquieta City Division, kay dito naman ko, during the share line incident, no, who in partnership with our mayor, our city disaster risk reduction, responded to the call of our people. No? We have here Tami Walat sa district in charge sa iyong district ay ang iyong district na flooded yun nalubong ni tanan sa baha o sa lapok. May appreciate kami for responding immediately to the need of the community. Also, Nimpa Magsayo, the principal of City Central School then, when the office of the governor asked for a report, damage immediately nakahatag ini sila on report sa Nimpa. And of course, si Agnes Gagno, the DIC, sa Mialin, dito sa Bunga, heavily devastated, no? They made an initiative together with Councilor Fernandez, ng ita o area, asa pwede ibali ng school, kaya ang school mismo is prone sa landslide. Very dangerous na. Thank you also, Councilor Fernandez. Of course, as I mentioned, si Julius Perez, Anabel Kabatuan, Jackie Lumakang, Inday Lumasag, and of course, si Perlinita Clodobe, ang atong chief, nag-manage niya ang mga donors. It's not really easy to manage donors. Nagandanghatag ng mga pagkaon, mga bugas, mga sanita, mga kwarta. But without the guidance of Perlinita Clodobe, our chief, mag-isod niya ni manage. Overwhelming sa share ng volume alone. And of course, ang atong DRR, sa Oroquieta si Connie Centeno, no, for always responding. And to my good friend, Hospicio Angkong, isang di sa taga-Oroquieta, every time na mo siyang tawagon, naagid siya permi. So, there are people really that can walk the talk, and these are the people, these are the guys I know that personally responded beyond their comfort and with their personal rest on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, aside from the share line disaster, that we will also listen to our partners who we invited. We have invited someone from Camiguin who will share to us the Kalasag journey, wherein personally I want all our schools to be Kalasag ready. This is an award activity of the Department of Civil Defense. Also, we have our partners with the ENR who will talk about how to protect our environment, and our very own regional director will share very important insights. I myself tomorrow will share our research on school suicide, because school suicide is a hidden disaster and it is on the rise. Moving forward with our Asenso and Matatag agenda, let us join hands and learn the lessons so that we are not only able to build, but we are also able to protect. We are lucky to have a very supportive governor providing us with all our key resources. So let us give our strong and full support to his projects and programs by being resilient and responsive to the needs of our constituents, so that ang misa-misnon ay magpuyong, malinawon, malambuon o malipayon. Thank you very much and welcome to each and everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Rinaldo Limanuel Jr., the Schools Division Superintendent of Misamis Occidental, a truly blooded DRRM advocate.
Yes. This event is fully supported by our provincial and local government who are with us in this cause.
Oroquieta City was one of the most affected areas during the flood last December 2022, and we have seen this man as the lead and responsive to the needs of his city. Friends, Oroquieta City Mayor, Honorable Lemuel Merrick M. Acosta for his message.
Ayaw magbutag sa tagang. God is good. And all the time. Akong pagyugpo una sa the hardest working governor of the province of Misamis Occidental, the governor of many first. May one called many first kay susama aning activity. He is, I think, the only governor, not only in Region 10, but probably in the whole archipelago, to have hosted such activity. The only governor was able to fund the construction of almost all division offices in the province. Right? Oroquieta, congressman pa siya, napiskan magaling. The other day, around 50 million was approved by the Provincial Development Council for the Misamis Occidental Division. No? Ako na announce ko, i-aprobahan atong sa 20% development fund. No? That's why atong pakpakan ang ato ang halandong gobernador, Honorable Attorney Henry S. Wamila. Ang ato ang SDS for Miss of Division, ang ato ang SDS kaniadto Surrey, Ma'am Jean, ang ato ang SDS karon, ang Action Man sa Oroquieta, Councilor Joel Fernandez, ang CDRM nato, and of course, to all death and family, maayong buntag ninyong tanan. Sa ilo ako, dinihira ko kay gakiang-kiang ako, kining tiguang, muhangyo na lang yun, dinihila sa ubos para dili na-discussion sa akin. First and foremost, when I was younger, I'm not saying I'm already old. Kay just recently, I celebrated my 51st birthday last Saturday, and I was told na tiguang naman kayo, ingingon ko, getting old is inevitable, but feeling young is a choice. And I choose to feel young today. So do with the governor, of course. Now, when I was younger, kining climate change is only a theory. When I remember it right, when I was in high school, mo gining gawas ng climate change na concept. What is climate change? Ingon ang science teacher. It is if I remember it right, it is a weather phenomenon, a result of the warming of the Earth's surface, wherein the heat coming from the sun is trapped by greenhouse gases. Muna ang explanation kanito. Pero, dili makatuo na in our lifetime, we will experience that fury. Kaya normally, like the Ice Age, ato rin ang nabasa sa likod. Ato rin ang makita sa mga unsa ni kining references nato. Pero, kini in so short na time. Imagine, high school ko, 51 years old ko, probably 30-something years, 3 decades. Na-feel na nato. In fact, the sheer line event that took place in Oroquieta City and the whole of last December was one of the results of climate change. When I joined government in 1998, by the RRMO, 1998, konsihal ko sa Oroquieta, ako may pinakabatang na konsihal, i-appoint ko as action officer for calamity. Wala pa'y disaster risk reduction management office. Okay? It's a new thing. Pero karon, ikahinanglan. It is already a requirement. And in fact, DepEd, who is an educational institution, mag-andam na po ani nga mga problema. Kaya after the flooding, murag 2 statements, why klase ang Oroquieta kay maski ang division head na to, pag-problema na kay nagkatrauma ang ako ang mga bata. Diba? So, ikahinanglan yun kung timely nga kini nga activity was introduced to us so that everybody would know na disaster preparedness is a must. The culture of preparedness must be shared not only to the teachers but to our young as well. Mao gyud ni siya ang importante niini. Sama sa akong sige ginaingon sa Oroquieta, government is basically connecting to people and how we stay relevant. Kaganina yung si Ma'am Jean, in her opening message, we must adapt to change. In order to adapt to change, we must stay relevant. And by doing this today, we are communicating not only to the next generation, but to the whole community that our government wants to stay relevant by answering the challenges of the time, to include disaster preparedness. Maulang sa katapusan, I would like to congratulate the Honorable Governor and the Delta family for coming up with an activity that will surely be of good use not only to the division office but to the whole community of Misamis Occidental. Maayong buntag and God bless us.
Senior but still young, and I have to agree that he is still young even though he is now using his crutches. Our dynamic and energetic mayor of the city of Oroquieta, Mayor Limuel Acosta. Ang atong Division Superintendent sa Division of Misamis Occidental, SDS Ronaldo Manuel Jr. Naglibog ko o kung saan ka na ako pag-greet. But anyway, let me release my observations later. And of course, Ma'am Jean Veloso, our SDS for the city of Oroquieta. She has a very big capital in me because she used to be the SDS of Osamis, and before Osamis, Tanggol City, and that was when I was also the congressman of the 2nd district. Other division officials, our councillor from the city of Oroquieta, Councillor Joel, our public school district supervisors, elementary and secondary school heads, stakeholders, and other DRRM advocates in the province. Friends, may buntag na itong tanan, na akong gi-preparar na speech. Pero, mubo-mubo rin eh. Nalipay ko nga mubo-mubo. Pero mura o, dili ko comfortable na dili na ko mataas ang akong mensahe karon. Ako sa aning ipadaplin. sorry for the late start of the program kay wa ko magtuo nga ako dahil hula. No. The activities for the whole month of August this week and the coming weeks sa inyong gobernador is so hectic because daghan ang atong ginaarigla dili lang sa atong mga focus programs, dili lang local, dili lang may tungod sa forthcoming barangay and SK elections. There are also some national concerns, and one very disturbing is also our safety and security sa mga katawhan, and of course your public servants. So I sort of giving lectures to sa ako ang opisina, no, na medyo wala kayo nila mapaabot sa ako ang essence, no, kining atong kalihukan karon. This morning about ang Undersecretary sa DOTR o Director General sa KAKA kay mag-address ang lugay na nato ang problema kanang atong airport, kanang modernization sa atong airport, including the new passenger terminal building that cost 1.2 billion modernization program. 2016 pa na during my second term as congressman, yan wala gyapon ma-implement sa kadaghan sa problema ranging from the site acquisition o ang mga proseso sa nila dito sa Manila in the conduct of public bidding. So, hangtod karon, so ang akong giingon sa akong staff na magsugod lang ang programa kay tungod adto nga schedule. And then kay kato ang schedule dito ilang kay, and then I was informed by my staff na dili ko na magsugod o dili ko maabot. Ana dili gamay ang kanang paglan sa private plane sa itong bisita. So ako lagi po, no? So, sila na lang po akong i-bypass kay mag-grass ko paingon direct. So, with that, medyo na some sort of na-refresh ko sa atong governing principles. Kaya kita ko karon sa atong administration, ang atong pag-undertake sa mga kalihukan, dili lang ginang na compliance. Kundi we have to undertake this program because munay akong giginahanglan in order to achieve our vision, the Ascenso Misamis Occidental and the 5 M's. So, yun ang kita ka particular. So, anyway, nag-listen ko karon, no, o how do I would react, how do I would deliver a message that is more or less kanang what we call compensating sa inyong preparasyon, no? Na mo din wala mo magsugod kay grabe ang inyong preparasyon, no? So ako na kita kaganihan ang ako ang used to be ang atong choir group kung siya tungalan na sa before 5 years at the 7 course o naka-perform na mo I think during the first flag ceremony when I assumed as governor. Maayo kayo na karon inyong i-rename towards not only our mantra, pero kaning 5 M's, this is the essence na kung may asenso Misamis Occidental, what does it mean? It means the 5 M's na Misamis nun, magpuyo, malinaw, malambuon, o malipayo. So, i-carry na because that is what we want to achieve na ma-internalize ko sa tanang Misamis nun. No? So, sa inyong preparation for that, no? So, kinahanglan akong suportahan ang inyong ibalak pati sa region kung may gina-invitar, no? So, kinahanglan siguro bagong uniforme, etc. Sige. So, dili na ko i-disappoint ang inyong pag-preparar karon, no? I will donate 100,000 to improve. Para ma-carry ninyo ang inyong mission being the 5 M's choir group of Misamis Occidental. And then, inyong magayong i-imbitar ang special SPA sa Tudila National Comprehensive High School. Lugay na nila silang pag-imbitar na ako, congressman ako. Ako rin silang gibuhatan at maayong gymnasium dito sa sulog yun nila. No? And then, medyo nalabigan na sila sa una sa Claren National High because ang ilang pong principal at the time, si Ma'am Margie, was so very insistent na mo present dito in their presentation. So, wala na kami kayang mayo ay pagtagat ko. Nakita na ko ang inyong obserbahan ang inyong presentation. O kinahanglan, pagwapuhon pag yun ninyo, no? Ako mong suportahan, tagaan na ng 50,000 pesos. Nagsabot ni SDS Manuel during his courtesy call sa ako as the new SDS of the province. Because we used to work together when he was still SDS sa city of Oroquieta. Very insistent siya, very demanding. Together with his, what we call, a very, very energetic executive assistant, no? And then, gadiman yun na mubisita ko sa ilang division, no? Kay gaandang ko siya maayong merenda dito, no? Buratan lang po kalaban sa mayo sa city of Oroquieta. So, napugos ko adto dito just to be brief on the name of the East Division of Oroquieta. Na at that time, congressman ko, dili man ako sa ako pang Oroquieta. So, that started na naamoy ba akong building, no? Ako nabutang na 20 million. And then, I was with our congressman. So, gidungagan na ni Kong Jason of 25 million this year. Anytime i-bid na ang contribution sa 25 million. So, bulahan tayo si Ma'am Jim, no? So, na sa kapital daan na kanhi congressman sa 2nd district. And then, no mga karoy governor. But, anyway, moving forward, pag kompisi ni SDS Manuel, na presenta niya ang mga focus program sa division, no, ang Asenso para to support our vision of Asenso Misamis Occidental. So, amo na nagkasabutan na usa sa atong goal in so far as sports is concerned na kung mahimo ang bakit na to, kaya nagpinusong ko siya. At Assistant Division Superintendent pa daw siya sa City of Cagayan de Oro. He was the one who prepared the sports program na nakuha, I think, pila to, out of 250 medals, nakuha nila ang more than 150 gold medals. So, midawag ang City of Cagayan de Oro, no? Nahimong champion. Nahimo na tiyak ko sa City of Cagayan de Oro, isdiis pa siya, kung sa daw karon nga isdiis na siya, plus ulog-ulogan pa kung ako mo'y gobernador. Maayo na kayo sa ako kasi approve na o pilay budget mo na so kinahanglan na ang what we call execution, which there would be a very good and smooth coordination, no? So muna atong target niya medyo tapuan ko gamay kay imagine ang mga principals ng Atos Manila magpahibalo na ko si Ma'am Jane nag-text na ko Ning Oroquieta City, away problema, inareglahan na ni Mayor Limel. So, nawala lang po sa ako, nagpagod ko na ang tangko, ang kusamis, but of course, ang first kita ko ga-expect is Manuel. Kaya mo man may some sort of, without you knowing, I think you have to exercise na with sa imong talok-talok na ko na ang imong gobernador kaya yung anak na visionary, no? Where all the 17 LGUs, including the 3 cities, no, is under my care. So you should also exercise that care over the other 3 divisions, no? So, largas pa nila, kay balon ako, and then, so, may nalang kay, nagsakay sila ni Ma'am Aya ninyo. So, ako po'y gitiksan, noon sa mga nalarga ng imong mga principal din, no, mga patagad. Dito na ko, kanang talagsa na ako, maayaw-yawan o kasawa. So, ako, una-una, yun is Manuel. Wag yun. So, si Toke of the ang transportation, ngayon iyang ipapanihapon. O, then yun ko siya na biglan ko na kulang pa ko. Kung saan ka, wala kay panghatag ng allowance there. Kung saan ko na kung nanaman ko sa kanang usapis, kanang schedule, so naman ko, ikaw yung is Manuel. Wala ka nahan mag-alarma na ako. Kaya ako ang napadalandaan ng hapag. So, anyway, una kasi Congressman Ando diya, Ando to handle all the, so may lang po si Ma'am Jean kay kanang kuya mo kayo, nag-inform siya kang Ando. So, I mean, when there was what they call smooth coordination, I could have instructed, including Kong Jason and of course the 2 congressmen, because the 2 congressmen are our partners in our goal in achieving Sinso Misamis Occidental. So, can we give a big hand to Congressman Almonte and Congressman Ando Rominal? So, muna lang po na lang po si Comando on the last day. So, idala sa dito nga fresh, no? Dito sa pinakagwapong na buffet restaurant, no? Nakadugog ko na doon naman ko nagkipakapit allowance. No? So, karon sir, dismay ko kamay kay discussion kay Ma'am Jane na napirate na ang atong ang gold and silver medalist sa lawn tennis para sa UST. By the way, kanang atong gold medalist, no, kanang na-announce naman ako ang kanang medalist sa palarang pambansa because the city of Taclo, when they gave the cash incentives to the Middle East, I was there. So I also made an announcement na kaning atong mga Middle East, aning latest palarong pabansa, ang gold medalist, nag-aanap ko 30,000, silver 20,000, no? Bronze 10,000, of course, i-appeal ko na ito ang coach, no? Ang coach na ito nga, gold 15,000, silver is 10,000, and then 5,000 ang bronze medalist, no? So, nagpaabot ko kung SDS, kung ano sa schedule, kaya humungan ako nito na napirate ka sa USD kay nang akong plano karon based on our agreement na kinitalan karon, no, na mag-inventory na ta kay ato nang i-training na ato ang the sports program that we have, no, so include kung after inventory kining atong mga athletes sa next year na regional meet. So dapat Oktubre, Nobyembre magsugod ang training tungkol sa katuloging pinuso ni SDS nga kung nahimos na kayan na SDS pa siya, no? Karon pa nga SDS na siya ngayon si Waminal pa mo yung partner, no? Naka-commit to full out support. Of course, this will be through the whole division, no? So, nagpaabot ko sa atong schedule kung ano sa atong award. Okay. Ang atong plano na ato sila, sugdan na nato ito. Not only ang atong plano sa program, dili na kanang mga medalist na tagaan na ito cash award, kundi aside sa training and other incentives. Usa kong ilang tao is scholarship sa ilang. So medyo naulahin na tunay, but anyway, although they will now carry this goal that offered the scholarship, and I'm sure the other one is from the city of Oroquieta, and the partner is from the city of Osamis, that they will continue to carry the place where they belong, no? And of course, that they are misamis known. No? So, muna medyo ang akong mode kaganiha, medyo murag nag-transform ikan sa init, bugnaw, kalma, no? Kung saan ako pag-deliver ng akong mensahe niyo karon. Dahil kasi nakadumog ko na si SDS na ako no'y MOOA sa disaster ang sa province naghatag og registration for this affair, no? Of course, ang sa city of Oroquieta kanang being answered by Mayor Limwil. Sus, nanindog na po na akong balahin ko. With ano man SDS nga kanang pagstorya na to, ako na magkakinan, basta approve din ang mga programa, bahala ko ay kwarta, basta ako ga-aprobahan na agad ay kwarta. Kaya mo may virtues ni Governor Waminal, no? Kana bitaw atong one family, one professional, no? 3,000 ako na atong i-kuhan karon at 50,000 per year, 25,000 per semester. So at 3,000, it's 50 million. Asam na po ang budget sa una sa province. Sa 2022, 1.8 billion ang NDA. Karon 2023, niubos of 1.5 billion. So, niubos ang income. No, niya ang kuha, wala nang allocation in the previous. Niya karon akong gitang, hindi matanay ang kwarta. No? So, ako na lang nagkikiri over ng virtues ng governor, resourceful, bahala ko ay kwarta, basta programa na agyon kwarta. Kung assistance. For the first time, ang probinsya, nangatag o libre ng fertilizer sa atong mga farmers, more than 9,000 farmers. No? Kaya wala nang batita sa una. Bisa kung taas ang income sa mayaging panahon, karon na ito kanang atong hospital, kay that is part of our focus program under health services and free hospitalization. Labi ng kayo ng mga empleyado na nagsakripisyo, hindi na ako gusto mag-loan pa mo, mag-monetize itong mga hospital. No? Nag-alagad mo ng apat na ginang responsibilidad. No? So, pero karon na-equal budget. So, that is just an example, including our tourism program. So, muna karon, I was informed na 3 days ni, 25, 26, 27. So, ingon si Ma'am Jane kay this is co-host by the division of the province and the city. And I was informed na this is a national program. First time yung first division DRRM, unang tanapos program na ay about itong regional director, na ay mga resource speakers coming from the national. So, okay, nakabayad naman mo sa inyong registration. So, kinahanglan yun nga perfect inyong attendance sa 25, 26, 27. In the graduation ninyo sa 27, okay, basta perfect attendance, no? Yung si Ma'am Jane, natin na everyday. So, Sabado, Domingo, supposed to be, why opisina. Pero kamo sakripisyon o attend. So, ako na lang sa katon, tagaan mo graduation allowance. Para inyong mahasagi, mamaya inyong isulti sa inyong pamilya na sweetheart, Sabado, Domingo, karon pasensya din sa tama kakuyo, pero ayaw kabalaka, the next Saturday and Sunday, mag-data na allowance siya kasi government. Okay, so siguro one day din, ikot na lang at 5,000 pesos. Tingnan ko atong pakpakan si Isdis Manuel, kubuha siya siguro magkasayot-sayot, dili ni mahakap. Nasta pa taon si Hari, Amas Hari, makita na ko sa Hari. Sige taon na siya, sige iyon lang, sige. Pero what I give sufi, hindi ko maabot. Ako na noon mo inahimong. Anyway, so at least I have more or less put the situation into a proper perspective. Allow me to read my prepared speech. I am glad to be with you on this first division, Disaster Risk Reduction and Management and Climate Change Empowerment Summit. This is a timely activity considering that disaster and climate change are being felt nowadays globally. And as mentioned by Mayor Limwell, first time unprecedented, the province of Misamis Occidental had experienced that shear line calamity. Unprecedented because that shear line came into the vocabulary only that December. Because before that, we didn't even hear what is this shear line. No? Oh, grabe, oh, epekto. The city of Oroquieta and majority of the municipalities and cities of the province of Misamis Occidental. Even your governor at that time was just 6 months old in office, in partnership with our local chief executive, the city officials of Oroquieta, headed by Mayor Linden. We were able to handle well and manage the calamity. According to ABS-CBN, after 20 days in their visit here in our province, they congratulated us kay matod pa nila, pagtanaw nila sa karsada, pag-assist nila sa lugar, mura lang kuno og walay nahitabo. Meaning, we were able to overcome immediately and were able to attend to the needs of our people who were affected, including those slightly affected in all the needs that they want on that particular undertaking. With its adverse effects, we put premium on addressing now disaster and climate change. In fact, our Asenso Misamis Occidental vision integrates disaster risk reduction and management as well as climate change mitigation and adaptation, wherein we envision that every Misamismo will be living in a safe, secure, and disaster-resilient environment. Listen to this. Republic Act number 10121. This was approved. I was still Vice Governor. That was way back 2010. Defines disaster risk reduction and management as the systematic process of using administrative directives, organizations and operational skills and capacities to implement strategies, policies, and improve coping capacities in order to lessen the adverse impact of hazards and the possibility of disaster. On the other hand, climate change empowerment is all about capacitating people through education in the same way what we are holding today. Training, public awareness, public participation, and public access to information on climate-related matters so that we can mitigate and adapt to the impacts of climate change. This gathering, therefore, presents a crucial opportunity for us to come together, share knowledge, and collaborate on strategies to mitigate the impact of disasters and address the challenges posed by climate change. As we all know, disaster risk reduction and management, as well as climate change, are pressing issues that demand our immediate attention and action. The increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters, coupled with the long-term effects of climate change, pose significant threats to our communities, economies, and environment. Just last December 2022, as I had mentioned, our province experienced severe flooding in many areas due to shear line that caused destruction in the well-being of thousands of Misamismo. Hence, through this event, we can empower the different personnel, offices, schools, and learners in ensuring safety and learning continuity during disasters. Moreover, this will help institutionalize disaster risk reduction and management, and climate change mitigation and adaptation, and education in emergencies. This will also help strengthen the resilience of basic education in the context of natural and human-induced hazards. As the governor, I am committed to ensuring the resilience and welfare of our province and its residents. It is only through proactive and strategic measures that we can effectively safeguard our community against the adverse impacts of disasters and climate change. Let us bear in mind that disaster is not only about natural disasters, but it also covers human-induced disasters. Man-made disasters have an element of human intent, negligence, or error involving a failure of a man-made system as opposed to natural disasters resulting from natural hazards. Such man-made disasters are crime, public disorder, terrorism, war, cyber attacks, and among others. As part of the measures to ensure risk reduction and management of both natural and man-made disasters, Republic Act 10121 and its implementing rules and regulations, specifically Rule 7, Paragraph 8, mandates local government units to establish its own incident command system, ICS. Probably you have heard this ICS just in the past months. As part of the same disaster response system to ensure the effective consequence management of disasters or emergencies. That is why when the Bonifacio incident happened, involving the 18 days unlawful occupation of suspended Mayor Samson Dumanho, where he disobeyed the suspension issued by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Misamis Occidental, despite the recognition of its legality by the DILG. As Governor and Chairman of the Peace and Order Council of the province, I activated the Incident Command System pursuant to Republic Act 10121 in order to suppress that disorder. What is that disorder? The illegal occupancy of the office of the mayor within 18 days that hampers the delivery of services in the municipality of Bonifacio. This is in relation also to the power vested in me by the Local Government Code of 1991, specifically Section 465, that as Governor, I have the power to call upon appropriate national law enforcement officers to suppress disorder, riot, lawless violence, rebellion, or sedition, to apprehend violators of the law when public interest so requires. There was disorder because the 18-day unlawful occupation by suspended mayor had caused disruption in the delivery of government services and became a threat to the maintenance of peace and order in the municipality of Bonifacio. That is why the suspended mayor needed to be extricated from his unlawful occupation in order to restore a small flow of public service because public interest requires it. Probably you saw the Senate inquiry conducted by the Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs The videos that was shown during the Senate inquiry clearly showed that suspended Mayor Dumanhog was not inhumanly and violently treated as alleged by the Dumanhog. Katong giingon na naay tangke digira, overkill, dealing to tangke digira. Armored personnel carrier. So troop carriers to. Gibutang dito sa karsada para deterrent sa mga any private armies or any persons who would like to capitalize this situation. And kung ato madumduman, one of the suspects sa daring order of Governor Ligamo in Negros Oriental, ang usa adto ex-army taga lungsod sa Bonifacio. The Senate investigation has likewise proven that the ICS that we activated is within the bounds of law because disaster, as I have said, does not only cover natural calamities but human-induced disasters pursuant to the provision of RE 10121. The Bonifacio incident has taught us that among the lessons we learn is that in times of crisis, we need to ensure that our system of government is working and that we are in control of the situation and that our well-coordinated and collaborative efforts play a vital role in disaster response and management. Ako ipaabot kanina kung unsa ang tense situation that your governor was handling at that time. The governor, as chairman of the Peace and Order Council, just like the municipal and city executive, has the operational and supervisory control of the police. But at that time, I issued order to the provincial director to suppress the disorder, and my order was not carried. In short, ang pulis na mao'y atong gisaligan as the agency that preserve peace and order and will ensure our public safety did not do their mandate. On the other hand, the camp of the suspended mayor claimed that it is the high-ranking official of the police that advised them to stay in that unlawful occupancy. So how would you now suppress? How would you now stop the situation? As it was going, there seemed to be a role of man, no longer the role of law. Kaya ako sa katao, mo naman nagpo. Occupying unlawfully, depriving the legitimate mayor from holding office for the people to meet him in order to deliver services for the residents of Bonifacio. If not for that ICS, if not for the provision of this law, then medyo kapit mahimo inotel ang ato ang provincial government. That was the pressing situation na ang inyong gobernador nabutang atong situation. Diplomatic remedies failed because ang DILG Regional Director personal na nakikita failure. Kaya ang suspended mayor, wala man makikita saya. It was the suspended mayor of the other municipality when he atubang. So, again, as I said, this disaster law usani sa maoy nakatama. And I would like to move forward. Please see yourself in my situation. I know that the principal or the officer in charge of Dewa National High School was placed in a situation similarly. Nga naman, graduation niya na suspended mayor nga wala giimbita. Ni kalit lang og barge in dito. Ikuha ang microphone o miniskurso para lang daoton ang inyong gobernador. That's a disaster. Because he was not part of the program. So, wala git until natapos. The justification na siya may found there, that is not a justification. So, now, with our learnings in this summit, at least you will have an idea when you will be confronted to a situation. How to resolve, how to handle crisis like that. This summit, therefore, serves as an important platform for us to exchange best practices, learn from one another, and develop innovative and sustainable solutions by sharing our experiences and expertise. We can enhance our collective understanding of disaster risk and identify strategies to build resilience. I urge all participants to actively engage in the discussion and networking opportunities offered by this summit. It is through collaborative efforts that we can develop robust disaster risk reduction and management frameworks, devise effective adaptation strategies, and implement sustainable practice to mitigate the impact of climate change. I also encourage participants to explore opportunities for partnerships and collaboration that can drive meaningful change. By working together, we can leverage our collective strength and resources to make significant progress in disaster resilience and climate action. It is my hope that this summit will yield tangible outcomes. And again, as I was mentioning in the earlier part, that this should not only be a compliance, but rather we can come up with actionable strategies that can be implemented in all respective communities, respective area of jurisdiction. Let us seize this opportunity to mobilize, inspire, and lead change in our respective schools and beyond. I therefore extend my heartfelt appreciation to Deputy Misamis Occidental, SDS Manuel. I believe I'm very clear in my presentation. And you are giving the hero of their 5,000 allowance. And of course, SDS Jane Veloso of the Oroquieta Division, Mayor Limuel Acosta, for their efforts in bringing us in this significant gathering. Together, let us chart a course toward a safer, more resilient Misamis Occidental, so that as Misamis, kita magpuyong malinaw, malambuon, o maligaya. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much.